It's more than being a football player than just playing. I'm just trying to tell y'all that. They will cut your ass because we not communicating right. We giving up big plays.
Here you go, drink.
This gonna be a live game, brother. We gonna give up big plays if we don't communicate right. No, it ain't gonna be a settle down. Look, you give a big play. Okay, so what I'm telling, listen to me. You're not listening to me. Listen to me. You're not listening to me.
I'm listening to you. Just tone
Look,
it down.
listen to me. Listen to me. Just listen to me, bro. Just listen.
I'm listening, cuz.
You're a rookie, right? You're a rookie, right?
Yeah.
You're undrafted, right? Guess how slim your chance is. This, just like mine, right?
I understand.
So what I'm telling you is, it's not gonna be a settle down. There's not gonna be oh, that's my bad. They gonna cut your ass and we ain't gonna have a job. They gonna cut my ass and we ain't gonna have a job. You feel me?
I got you.
That's how real it is.
It's all right, cuz.
Okay, that's what I'm trying to tell you then. That's what I need you to understand. You've been doing this the whole camp. I'm talking to you like a man. We've been doing it the whole camp.
Settle down.
The whole camp.
Okay, settle down.
Bro, listen, you just need to listen, bro.
I'm listening.
Now, this video is going to help you as far as being a student athlete, in particular with two things: leadership and communication. Now, if you can communicate well, then you have a good chance of being a great leader. But let's start with this video and the things that I saw that was wrong. Now, I picked out 3 or 4, but you may be able to pick out a lot more. And if you can, make sure you put it in the comments and let me know. The first thing I saw was just the volume alone. I'm thinking to myself, would I want a fellow teammate yelling at me? No, I wouldn't want someone yelling at me, right? So if you're going to lead someone, if you want to communicate, you have to realize that your volume means everything. How you communicate is more important than what you're communicating. People will close you off if they feel like you're trying to embarrass them. The second thing I say is that know the environment. This video shows that he's in front of teammates, trainers, coaches. How do you feel like the person that's receiving this information feels being center stage, being embarrassed, right? When we talk to student athletes, we often say that, when you want to give out information, make sure it's in a way that's going to be received well. People tend to perform when they feel like they have an audience. The person that's giving this information out to the person he's trying to help seems like he's performing. It's a theatrical performance rather than being, let me do whatever I need to do to make sure you get this information.
Also, I just want you to know that being theatrical and putting someone on blast in front of everyone, that goes both ways. It not only hurts the person that is receiving the information because now they feel like they're being humiliated in front of their peers, their teammates, their friends, but it also can negatively affect you because oftentimes when people feel like they're being talked down to in front of a lot of people that they care about, they respond in a way that now they're acting theatrical. Now they're acting to perform. Now they're trying to save face. So you have to understand that when you put somebody in that position, you're essentially boxing that person into a corner. You're essentially putting them in a position that they have to respond, and you don't get to decide how that person responds once you humiliate them by trying to put them on blast in front of their peers. You got to be mindful of that. So if you want to be theatrical and perform in front of an audience and try to air someone out in front of everyone, then understand that that person is probably going to do the same thing when they respond. And the problem with that is both parties could have been given valid information, could have been given great information. That information could have been the best, but it means nothing because neither party gets to understand or process what was said because they were all just trying to save face. They were all trying to perform. So my thing is be more intentional about the time, place, and environment when it comes to communication.
And realize that the way you receive information may be different from how I receive information. I may be a yeller. I may be a rah-rah, thump your chest. I may be all that. But that does not mean that you're like that. And I need to be mindful of that as well. The third thing I would say is just the awareness. When I watch this video, you can tell the person that's receiving the information is trying to diffuse it. Is trying to calm down. He feels like he's being embarrassed. He's like, calm down, I got it. Awareness is being able to see that. Awareness is being able to feel that. Awareness is being able to not only see it, feel it, but also make the adjustment. But this person that's giving the information had it up in his mind. He doesn't care. He does not care about making the adjustment. He wants to show and communicate the way he wants to, absent of how that may make someone feel, how that may be seeming like he's humiliating somebody, how it may be seeming like he's yelling at somebody. It doesn't matter. What matters is his own individual agenda. So you have to check yourself when you're giving out information. Is this an agenda based off just you, or are you really trying to help the situation? Because if you're really trying to help the situation, then you would do anything, everything to make sure that the information you have that you know is valuable is going to get to that person in a way that is going to be digestible, is going to be receivable. And if not, then this is just an exercise in vanity. This has nothing to do with the actual person getting the information, but everything about you blowing yourself up and seeming better than everyone else.
Now, please understand that this point is not just relegated to your particular sport. These are points that's going to help you just living on campus, going to college, being a college student, just in life. Case in point being, I used to work at a university where students could not have alcohol on campus. So let's just say your campus is like that. So if you can't have alcohol on campus and you see that your roommate has alcohol in their room and you may be blamed for it, how do you handle that? Is it best to yell at the person? Is it best to speak to that person in front of their friends, right? Is it best to threaten that person? Is it best to touch that person in any way to get their attention? Probably not. We want to make sure we adhere to those same things I just talked to you about as far as your sport is concerned. Understanding that how you said what you said may have been the barrier stopping them from hearing actually what you said, even if what you said was actually valid.
My fourth one, and maybe this is just a personal one, you can answer in the comments if you're like this as well, but don't touch me. In this video, he touched him on the chest. Listen to me, man. If you're giving me some bad news, if you're definitely trying to get on to me about something, don't patronize me and touch me. Don't try to belittle me and touch me. See, that's how things get physical in a negative way. You never know. You never know what someone's going through. No one wants to be feeling like they're being sunned or feel like they're being belittled. And understand, again, that's the awareness piece. Nobody wants that. So here, listen here. I'm going to keep this short. If you want to be the best leader, you need to be the best communicator. The best leaders not only lead by example, but also lead with their voice. And in order to do so, you have to be a good communicator. In order to be a very communicator, you got to listen. You got to know your audience. You got to know when to speak and when not to speak. You have to know where to speak. Understanding that everything is not made for everyone to hear. Sometimes you have to pull that person alongside and talk to them one-on-one. If you really care about that person's achieving their goals or the team achieving their goals, then you would do that. But if you're just caring about your vanity, if you're just caring about your ego, if you're just caring about your own pride, you'll never get to that point because you're so fixated on how it looks and how it makes you look in your ego.